narrator host, speaking directly to the camera with a calm, confident, and inspiring tone. The background is simple and elegant, perhaps a library with large windows and soft lighting, creating a thoughtful atmosphere. Host, have you ever looked at your life and felt trapped by what you see? You want more. You dream of more. But the world around you tells you that your dreams are impossible. It tells you to be realistic, to accept your circumstances, and to stop chasing illusions. But what if that reality is the greatest illusion of all? Welcome to Elevate Mindset. Today, we're diving into the transformative teachings of Neville Goddard, a man who didn't just inspire millions. He offered a radical, life-altering truth. The world you see is not a fixed, unchangeable reality. It is a mirror reflecting the state of your consciousness. To change your life, you don't need to change the world. You need to change your inner world. You need to learn how to master the art of ignoring reality to create a new one. This isn't about denying the facts. It's not about pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about understanding the profound mechanics of your own mind and how it shapes everything you experience. Neville Goddard taught that the most powerful creative tool you possess is your imagination. It is a key to unlocking a life of purpose, abundance, and boundless joy. So, get comfortable, clear your mind, and prepare to have your perspective on life, on reality, and on your own power profoundly shifted. Visual, a series of shots showing a man sitting at a desk, looking at bills with a worried expression. We then see the same man, eyes closed, a peaceful look on his face, as the bills dissolve and are replaced by an image of him smiling in a new, beautiful home. Host, Neville's core teaching can be summed up in a single, revolutionary statement. The imagination is God. He wasn't speaking of a distant deity in the sky, but of the creative power within you. He believed that the human imagination is the very essence of God, and that it is the one true cause of everything in your life. Think about that for a moment. Every single thing you experience, your relationships, your finances, your health, your opportunities, is a result of a state of consciousness you have held in your imagination, whether consciously or unconsciously. The reality you see outside you is simply a shadow cast by the thoughts, feelings, and beliefs you hold within you. The problem for most of us is that we are conditioned to believe in the opposite. We look at our bank account and say, I am poor. We look at our failing relationship and say, I am unloved. We look at our chronic illness and say, I am sick. In doing so, we are using our imagination to reinforce the reality we don't want. We are reacting to the world rather than acting upon it. We are victims of circumstance, not creators of our destiny. Neville's first and most critical lesson is this. Stop using your imagination to observe and react to the current reality. Start using it to create the reality you desire. Visual. A woman sits in a small, messy apartment, looking dejected. The camera then shifts to her, closing her eyes and imagining a beautiful, clean, and organized space. She then gets up and starts to tidy her existing space with a newfound sense of purpose and peace. The lighting brightens. Host, this is where the practice of ignoring reality comes in. This isn't a call for irresponsible behavior. It's not about ignoring your bills or pretending your medical condition doesn't exist. Instead, it is a deliberate and conscious decision to withdraw your attention from the facts of your current circumstances and place it squarely on the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Let's say you're facing financial hardship. The reality is that your bank account is low. The bills are piling up. The creditors are calling. To ignore this reality, according to Neville, is not to pretend those things don't exist. It is to refuse to give them the power of your emotional energy. It is to stop rehearsing the feeling of poverty, anxiety, and fear. Instead, you turn your attention inward. You close your eyes and you imagine, with all the feeling and sensory detail you can muster, what it would feel like to have more than enough money. You feel the texture of the check in your hand. You feel the relief of paying a bill with ease. You feel the joy of a bank account statement that brings a smile to your face. The key is to live from the feeling of the wish fulfilled, not just for it. You are not a beggar asking for a favor. You are a creator inhabiting the reality of your creation. You are not hoping for a miracle. You are living in the state of consciousness that makes the miracle an inevitable outcome. Visual. A person sits quietly in a chair, a gentle smile on their face. The camera cuts to quick, sensory-rich images, the feeling of a cool breeze on their skin, the taste of a delicious meal, the sound of a loved one's laughter, the sight of a beautiful vista. OST. Neville taught that the most effective way to impress a new state of being upon your subconscious mind is to engage your senses. He gave us a powerful technique he called SATS. State akin to sleep. Here's how it works. Relaxation. In a quiet space, lie down or sit comfortably. Breathe deeply and allow your body to relax, moving into that liminal state between wakefulness and sleep. This is a state where the conscious mind, with all its doubts and fears, begins to quiet down. Sensory immersion. Once you are deeply relaxed, begin to create a short, simple scene in your imagination that implies your wish has been fulfilled. The scene should be brief, no more than 10 to 20 seconds long. It should be a vivid sensory experience. See your new reality. See the title on the cover of your book. See the reflection of your happy, healthy face in the mirror. Hear the words of congratulations from a friend. Hear your child say, "Thank you for the wonderful life you've given us." Feel the touch of your new car steering wheel. Feel the embrace of the person you love. Smell the fresh scent of your new home. Taste the celebratory meal. Repetition. You run this short scene over and over again in your mind, feeling the emotion as if it is happening to you right now, in this very moment. You do this until the scene feels absolutely real, until it has the vividness of memory. Drifting into sleep. Neville encouraged us to perform this exercise every night as we drift off to sleep. This is the moment your subconscious is most receptive, and by falling asleep in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are effectively programming your mind to create that reality while you sleep. This process is not about a single, one-time visualization. It's a consistent, deliberate practice of withdrawing from the unwanted reality and planting the seeds of your new one. Visual. A person in a casual outfit, sitting at a cafe. They suddenly look up as someone they know walks by and offers them a business card. The person is surprised but smiles. A visual bridge appears, connecting the cafe to a successful business meeting, and then to the person smiling in a corner office. Host. One of the most common questions people ask about Neville's work is, "Okay, but how? How does the invisible turn into the visible?" Neville explained this with the concept of the bridge of incidents. He taught that once you have impressed a new state of consciousness upon your subconscious mind, the 3D world, which is simply a reflection of your inner world, will begin to arrange itself to make that reality possible. The how is not your concern. The universe has infinite ways to fulfill your request. Your only job is to remain faithful to the new state of consciousness. You may find yourself receiving an unexpected phone call or running into an old friend who has a solution for you. You may feel a sudden, intuitive urge to go to a certain place or read a certain book. These are not coincidences. These are the bridge of incidents, the necessary and logical chain of events that the universe is creating to lead you to your desired end. Neville's advice was simple. Do not move an inch to bring it about. Do not force things. Do not strain. Do not worry about the how. Simply maintain the feeling of your wish fulfilled, and trust that the unseen hand of your imagination will guide you. Your job is to recognize and act on the opportunities that naturally appear. Visual. A person looks at a screen with a worried expression as their email inbox shows a rejection letter. They close their eye for a moment, a look of calm returning to their face, and they delete the email without a second thought. The final shot is them smiling and confident, a successful project on their computer screen. Host. This process isn't always easy. The old reality, the facts, will often try to pull you back. You will have moments of doubt. You will face setbacks. The job you were hoping for might be offered to someone else. The person you love might seem distant. The mirror of the 3D world might show you a reflection you don't want. This is the ultimate test of your faith. Neville called this the two-sided coin. Every time a negative fact from your old reality presents itself, you have a choice. You can react to it, and in doing so, you re-enter that old, unwanted state of consciousness. Or you can stand firm in the feeling of your wish fulfilled and respond to the negative fact with a quiet, inner knowing. This is a moment to remember that the outer world is always a reflection of an old state of consciousness. It is a lagging indicator. It is telling you where you were, not where you are. To change your future, you must remain faithful to the new reality you have created within. You must choose to feel your wish fulfilled, even in the face of what your five senses are telling you. This is the moment to ignore reality with the deepest conviction. Visual. The host is back, smiling confidently into the camera. The music is uplifting and inspiring. The camera cuts to quick shots of people smiling, living their dream lives, embracing their loved ones, and celebrating small victories. The final shot is a slow zoom on the host's face as they deliver the final lines. Host. The teachings of Neville Goddard are not just a philosophy, they are a profound invitation to reclaim your own creative power. You are not a passenger on the journey of life, you are the captain of the ship. The reality you see is not an unchangeable law of the universe. It is a story you have been telling yourself, and you have the power to change that story at any moment. Your imagination is your sacred tool. It is the one place where you are truly, absolutely free. Use it not to worry about what is, but to feel the relief of what could be. Use it not to rehearse your fears, but to rehearse your dreams. Remember, the moment you decide to live from the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the world begins to arrange itself to make that feeling a tangible reality. All that is required of you is faith, persistence, and a willingness to simply ignore the old story and step confidently into your new one. Your reality is not waiting for you. It is waiting to be created by you. Now, go and create.